Hello everyone, welcome to Karma Education. This is the channel for UGC NET Education Paper 2 and it has a target to cover the whole syllabus of UGC NET Education subject particularly. We already have discussed subunit A, B and C of Unit 2. Now we will start subunit D of Unit 2, which includes a relationship between politics and education, perspectives of politics of education, approaches to understanding politics, political development and political socialization. Topic wise discussion will be uploaded over here. Viewers, you people stay tuned. In this video, I am Konkona Pal going to talk about a relationship between politics and education. Politics. Politics is not about power. It is not about misuse of power, election campaign, leaders, etc., as laymen observed within our societies. Politics is about making agreements between people so that they can live together in groups. Politics helps to remain united, not to divide. According to David Easton, politics is an authoritative allocation of values. In a representative democracy means when citizens elect representatives to make laws for them. In a representative democracy, politics is the system where one group or another gets to determine how society will operate and can force or compel to adherence to their set of preferred values through laws, sanctions, and rewards. It put emphasis on how resources are allocated by the system authorities within society. Politics can be defined also as all societies that are directly or indirectly associated with the emergence, consolidation or integration and use of power of state. Allocation of scarce social, economic and cultural resources for individuals, groups, regions and classes is important task of politics. So we indirectly dependent on politics. Politics helps to meet our daily needs by implementing various policies, improving production of goods, providing services, etc. Besides these, as we know that what is education, we can say that education as the training of the mind and character for effective performance. Education is said to be the method by which a society transmits its knowledge, culture, values, principles from one generation to the next generation. In the eye of an individual, education can be a process by which a person learns facts, acquire skills, and develop abilities and attitudes necessary for the workplace and survival. I have added all these type of definition or characteristics of education over here, which will help to understand what is politics and what is the relationship between politics and education. Now, what is the relationship between politics and education? Politics and education are interrelated. How? There is no apolitical education system and no educational system can be separated from political system that engenders and supports it. Three things: societal responsibilities, education and politics. These are inextricably related. We cannot separate this. Every government or political party is conscious to ensure its political, social and economic success. School curriculum, syllabus, duration of course, everything is decided based on the political, social and economic success. So that schools must be involved in promotion of the interests of the governing power. Hitler's Germany, Mao Zedong's China could be added as example that how political system used the education system to promote the political programs. No educational system can survive without the financial support and protection of the government in power. Now we will discuss the reasons behind the relationship between politics and education. Education is a basic human right. right? It is a responsibility of politics to provide fundamental right to every citizen. Next is every education system has political goals. Change of educational framework with the change of political power in the government is noticeable. From this perspective, we can say that every education system has political goals. Next is politics comes before education. The framework of education, cost of education, then the what type of education will be adopted, everything, financial background of the education, everything is set up by the or determined by the politics. Okay, so that's why politics comes before education. Politics determines the type of education to be adopted in our society. The education for the youths is probably the most fundamental responsibility of society, which is served by the politics. Education is the servant and product of politics. So these are the reasons behind the interrelationship between the politics and education. Now we will talk about adverse impact of politics in education system. Some problem people of India is facing in education system which is related with politics. These are political corruption in education system. Government officials use their power for an illegitimate private gain, for example, bribery, nepotism, patronage, etc. On the other hand, education has become a business so that it is diverted from mainstream education or the goal of education, which also affects on economic development. These two things are adverse or bad impact of politics in education system which is not desirable. In conclusion, we can say that formal education plays an important role for political socialization, selection and classification of citizens. Some important agents of political socialization are family, community, religious places, school, work places or work groups, voluntary organizations, media of communication, political parties, government institutions, etc. Political leaders determine the direction, type, location, and process of education, especially in developing societies. So, these are the major factors and the characteristics of the relationship between politics and education. Be connected with my channel to get more information about each topic of UGC NET Education Syllabus. I am also taking online class for UGC NTA NET Education subject. Interested viewers can mail me, also can join in WhatsApp and Telegram group. I have added all the links in the description box.